Most people are afraid of color. Most people don't use it. And a fear of standing out, of being exceptional, of attracting attention, perhaps. To start with magenta and hot pink, and then run into the yellows, also called high majors. Acid green comes up real good, cyan, and then you're going to throw a leaf green and maybe even a viridian against it. When you do something and it's done, then it's done. And you can wreck it or you can redo it, but you can't undo it. And then if you wait, it sort of valleys and comes back up. And it becomes itself. It usually is pretty marvelous.
So it all started in 2014 in my friend Luke's basement. He had a Kendama, and in that box, he had a trick list. And one of the tricks was around Japan. I spent all night trying to get it, and I failed, and I had to go home. But Luke, at the end, he was like, hey, here's my Dama, bring it home, try to get it. So I went home, got around Japan, I couldn't wait to show Luke. Not too long after that, me and Luke and some other friends, we formed a group called the Kendamas. We biked all around town trying to find those oh-so-sweet film spots. So for about a year, that was about the same thing that we did. We just went around town filming edits, and we made some fire content. But in the summer of 2015, Sweets came out with a Homegrown +1 contest, which they would be adding one player to the Homegrown team. So I thought, hey, I should join. I filmed my round 1 tricks and was really stoked on them. And I thankfully got to round 2. I don't know how. And I remember a couple days later, I get a text from Sweet saying, yo, what's up, man? Saw you did some crazy tricks. You're not good enough for the Homegrown team, but we want to put you on the Focus team. So that was really my start of my Kendama journey. I remember getting my first camera as a way to just take photos and videos of my Kendamas. Christian Fraser texted me after I released an edit called the Kitchen Mini Edit. And he was like, oh, those were fire tricks, but hey man, you gotta stop filming with your GoPro and stop filming in your kitchen. I don't know, it like jolted my system. So then I went on Amazon, bought a camera, bought a lens, and was history from there. For about the next 3 years, I would just be taking videos and photos of my Kendamas and my vacations. But I was looking for that extra push, that extra step, and that's what I found in 2019. In my junior year of college, I got a job as a photojournalist for the University of Minnesota newspaper, the Minnesota Daily. Here, I took photos of football games, of local artists, and even coverage of the George Floyd protests. It was a really big opportunity for me. Now I can transfer into my Pro model. When I was approached to be the 2021 Pro, I thought of a camera as what I should make as the theme for my Kendama. But what I should make as the principal focus, I thought of the aperture. And the aperture is this top. This is the shape of an aperture. It is in all lenses. The aperture controls the focus. So moving down the Kendama, we have these numbers, and these numbers are actually aperture ring numbers. So they determine how wide or how close the aperture ring is. So the 22 means that the aperture is really close, but everything's in focus. But on the opposite end, 1.8, one thing is in focus and everything is blurred out. Next, we've got the grips that go beneath both the aperture numbers and the aperture ring. These are very important for the camera and for Kendama in general. So for the color of the Dama, I wanted to choose something that displayed vibrancy and a lot of colors. And so I chose watercolor because of how colorful it really is. Meshed them all together into the inside, into the interior of the camera. Moving on to the Ken, we've got an ink blob from watercolor. And finally, these lines on the side of the Ken are actually bike treads. And to those who don't know, it is actually where I get my Instagram name from, PK Ripper Machine. My dad used to call me that when I was a kid because of a bike called the PK Ripper. And so if you look really closely in tiny font, you can see it says PK Ripper right here. I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all of the support that has been shown to me for the past 6 years in this amazing community. Thank you to Sweets. I can go on and on about this thank you, so I'll just put it in the bio or whatever. But thank you for watching this video. I'm really stoked for being the 2021 Pro. And thank you for watching. Cheers to being Pro. That was terrible. Oh! Oh! What a way to end it. And then tricks.